Hi, Julie. I don't hear you for some reason. Oh, maybe it's me. Anyway, here we are Sunday. Boy, we got a good show coming on, and we got a beautiful girl coming up first, and then we're gonna bring up a boy that his foster couldn't be here, so we're gonna cover, okay? And hopefully Julie's got audio to where she can help cover, because if not, I'll just sit here and stutter and slobber for you, okay? And but we was going to bring Judy up second at PyRescue And Sanctuary, but Maverick had a question. He wants to know what a Colorado walk-a-bout is. And well, the PyRescue And Sanctuary in Colorado, they're going to explain to us what a Colorado walk-a-bout is. So if Julie will say something, we'll see if we can hear her. Yep, she's not going to speak. She must not be able to hear us. No, we don't hear her either. So, okay, she gives us thumbs up. So, I don't know what happened to her setup here, but she'll figure it out. She's pretty sharp when it comes to that. If she says test 1, 2, 3, you'll understand. So in the meantime, we're going to move forward. Whether we can hear Julie or not, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing here. If I keep running my mouth, it'll be a bad thing. But so this next girl, we got a little girl coming up that is just so adorable, and her little video will show you just that. Well, I didn't think that video would ever end. I wanted to see Lilac live. Hi, Anna. Oh, you're muted. That shouldn't be like that. You muted yourself. You'll have to unmute yourself. Sorry about that. Julie, say hi. See if we can hear you. Oh. Wow, everybody left. Okay. Well, let's, there we go.
Can you hear us?
I don't know what just took place. All right. So, let's get it back. Okay. If we leave controls alone, we should be all right. So you have Miss Lilac, huh, Anna?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. We can hear you just fine. How old is that
This
little
is
girl?
Lilac.
How old is she?
She's 10 months.
10 months old.
Yep.
And I got to meet her down when I was down at the GPRS headquarters back in November. I thought that was pretty cool. She's such a girl. Now, Julie's down there, and we're going to try this again. And but anyway, So is she available for adoption?
Yes, she is.
Okay. And she had a meet and greet yesterday, or she met somebody yesterday, but they were looking just browsing. Is that correct?
Yeah, I
How did she
think so.
display herself? Pretty well?
Well, she was a little bit shy yesterday. She wasn't herself.
Okay. So she was typical dog, right?
Yep.
All right. Um, I'll tell you what, this is the sweetest. I mean, isn't she adorable? And I even did something. I took one of her pictures and put her out in the desert, just for the heck of it. But she looked lonely, so we didn't leave that up. But what can you tell me about that picture? Were you ever able to get a bigger doggy door for her?
So we don't have a doggy door at home, but I took her to a friend who has a doggy door.
Ah,
And she figured out like instantly. We didn't have to teach her. She just followed the other dog and she was
right.
so brave and she pretty liked it.
Okay. In the video, we saw her around a cat. How does that go?
Yes. So she was pretty uncomfortable when she first came to our house with cat. And it took like 3 weeks to a month to be able to feel comfortable, but now she's okay.
Okay.
You can trust her.
And so she could go either way, probably.
Yeah, it depends on cats, I say. Our
Okay.
cat is pretty chill and like doesn't bother
Your cat was
dogs.
cool. Yeah. All right. I've got her bio here. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions off of it. How's that? And
Sure.
because I didn't expect Julie to be silent today, it's unusual. But I'm going to get myself hurt. You know that. So now, if you had to pick the perfect home for her, what kind of home would that be?
Okay, she needs a yard, that's for sure. Active family would be great. She likes to go on a long walk or a hike.
Oh, I think we saw that.
Yeah.
Is that related to the
She's
mud?
not a
too, by
runner.
chance? Is that related?
Oh, yeah.
And you can give her a bath yourself? Boy, look at her. She's just melting in you.
Yeah, she's pretty tired. She had a good play in the morning.
Okay. So an active family would be good for her then, right?
Yeah.
But she
And
would
she's
need a
pretty
mentor.
playful, so she needs a dog who can play with her.
Good. Now, is there anything that you would say wouldn't be good in a new home?
Can you repeat the question again?
Or is there something that would not be good in a good home? I mean, in a new home.
Okay.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
I'm not sure if how.
So she's good with everything, just about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good. What does she get in trouble for? Or does she? We have a run on perfect peers at GPRS lately.
She digs sometimes.
Okay.
She's a digger.
What about the strangers on the wall that she barks at? You know, the TV. How's she
Yeah,
doing?
she figured it out. She was barking at every single person on TV for the first few days, but she learned not to bark on that.
And you got her. Now you got her straight from headquarters, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. Because I think I was there. I think she's the one I was holding on the leash while they were putting dogs onto the transport vehicle, and her and I got a little chit chat. We got to know each other a little bit. She's a smart little girl.
Yeah.
She's a very intelligent dog.
Yes, she is.
Especially for her age. Now, is she finished? How does she do? Does she have? How's she doing on accidents in the house? Is she okay there now?
Yeah, she's 100% potty trained, I can say. She was pretty terrible when we got her, but she
had never been in a house, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And she didn't like being in a crate either. So it was a lot of work, but she was very treat motivated and learned so fast.
Good. And she's smart. That's the key to this. She's very smart. But
Yes.
just like any dog coming into a new home, patience is the key here. All right, you got to give them some time, and that's what you guys do as fosters. So, Julie's probably biting at the chip or chomping at the whatever. Oh, you messaging me or something? I don't see anything from you. Okay, there's no point in lip syncing because I don't understand it. Log in on your phone, Julie. Do that. And maybe we don't hear you though. Log out of your laptop, log into your phone. Let's do that. So we just might get her ear yet. So what we're going to do, Anna, is Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. That's where you go to apply for Lilac. And you're in Washington, up there by Seattle somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so I don't see any snow outside your window.
No.
Has she ever seen snow?
Yeah, she did. She liked it. She was eating ice.
All right. Now, old Maverick, who's coming up next, he's never seen snow. Well, make no mistake, Colorado folks will fix him up with that. They had a bad one here the other day. That's how the walkabout came about. So anyway, all right. Well, hopefully Julie gets back in here, and because she's supposed to cover Maverick for us. That's our camera person in Colorado. But now, what kind of fence do you think she would need?
Lilac?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Lilac.
she is not an escaper. She doesn't jump up, so I would say it's like 5 to 6 feet would be enough.
Okay. So all right, Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. Well, that's where you go. That's if it's happening. That's where it's happening. So hang on just a second here. We need a producer. Anybody ready? Come up and produce this show. That way, maybe next time Julie will come on here so we can test this before the show starts, and we don't have this problem, right? So anyway, oh yeah, Sharon. She kudos to GPRS in Spring, Texas. Lilac is a sweetie. You should get down there and volunteer sometime, there, Sharon. They would love to have you. But anyway, so as soon as I see Julie come back in, we're going to get rolling. So I'm going to move us over to the side. We're going to, not zoom us in. I did the opposite. So we're going to, we're going to start with our next boy, the one that's curious about what the Colorado walkabout is. And he's got a video too. Hi, Julie. Say something.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Woo, oh, boy, I'll tell you what, I've been struggling here.
You know,
Yeah.
people would pay good money for not to be able to hear me. So,
Okay.
but
Hi,
too
Julie.
bad. I
So,
found
okay, well, while you're here, I'm going to bring Lilac back up. Do you have anything or questions or anything?
you know, I also have got to meet Lilac twice, and I thought she was amazing yesterday, Anna. She was, calm and confident, and being in a new situation with three other female peers. I thought she did just great. And the other thing too, people were coming up and that were walking along there with other dogs and stuff. She wasn't reactive to the other dogs. She let other people come up and pet her. She was wonderful.
Yeah,
Becky
she
was-
does great on leash. Like I didn't have to teach her.
Yeah.
Becky wants to know if there's any puppy chewing on any inappropriate things.
I think she got over it. She was doing appropriate things at our home, but like I don't see her doing that recently for like past 3 weeks or so.
Well, right at the top of her bio, it says how much she likes belly rubs, and you're kind of proving it to us here.
She is cute.
So look at that. She's her needle teeth are gone. Her chewing stage is almost over. Well, you guys are really on a roll on those perfect peers, aren't you?
Yeah, it's perfect timing to adopt her, I think.
Timing's right. Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. That's where you go. So now, if we wait too long, we'll have to play Maverick's video all over again because everybody's going to forget about him. So we'll just go like this because we're going to be bringing Judy up because she's going to help us because Maverick had the burning question. He wanted to know what a Colorado walkabout was. So, and he'd never seen snow. So Judy's going to kill two birds with one stone for us. I've got Maverick's bio here. Okay. Now, Maverick is a special boy. He came in December of 2021. And he, let me see. Let me get him up here. There he is.
Yeah.
There's how you met him. He had to be trapped.
Right.
Okay. So, and his foster LD has just done amazing work with him, but it's taken time. And she took the time. Okay. And how much do you know about him, Julie? I think you've been in contact with him.
Yeah, I had followed him along with everybody else. Apparently, he had been living under a trailer for a couple years, in fact, at a like a construction site or something. And I think that people there were just highly concerned about him, although they had been feeding him and doing their best with him. And then it was the Duck Team 6, who is like the
trappers.
A trapper.
Professionals.
Right, out of Dallas, Texas area that came in and got him. And so he like you said, LD has taken some time. Looks like he is wants to be an only dog.
Okay. And no cats is looking like he's overly interested, is what I've heard.
Right. I think I read that he barks at them and other dogs.
Okay.
So he would be best with as an only dog. Older children, they said. But he sure
and he's
is handsome.
suspicious. Okay, he's been on his own a long time, and he's still suspicious. And the breed's suspicious anyway. He looks more Akbash to me, which really irrelevant. But he's with Great Pyrenees Rescue Society, so he's got to be a Great Pyrenees, right? But and it doesn't matter. But the Akbash is more calm typically than a Great Pyrenees. They're more laid back, and But he's man, I'll tell you, that's one. The transformation has been amazing because it's been slow and steady, just the way I think it should be. Yep, Sharon, we just said that. I didn't even see your comment, but you probably wouldn't have had to write it. I could have saved you some trouble. But he's a good dog. I actually talked to his foster, and he's doing much better on leash, and the video shows that too.
Yeah.
But Lilac is then the cat. I love that interaction.
Yeah.
GreatPyreneesRescueSociety.org. Now he is available. Is that correct? For somebody that's willing to pick up where the foster leaves off, because you still continue on. Okay. But it's not, I mean, it's always forever. Training is a way of life, not an event. So once he gets settled in, I mean, he's smart. He's just suspicious of everything. And once he stabilizes with your new home, he's going to be perfect. And LD has set him up to where now he knows what to expect, and it's going to go quicker.
Yeah, she's been very patient, and she's done just fabulous work with him and other dogs as well.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few there, as you can see through the video. So
Right.
she's been doing amazing work. And she's actually, isn't she the one that actually found him or was contacted initially? Or was that GPRS?
That I'm not sure, but
Okay. Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Doesn't
but
matter.
I know.
By the
that,
way, thank you for the shirt.
yeah, the call went out, and everybody fell into place, and it's a village that
Yeah.
brings these dogs into rescue.
The hard part's done with him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's over that hump, and now he's just going to be, and he likes to stay with his people. All right. And I mean, now I don't even want to go into this part, but the off leash area you saw in the video is inside a contained area. Please don't trust your dog off leash ever, a Great Pyrenees or an Akbash or any guardian breed for that matter. They hear things. They have to go check it out. So, it's just dangerous. I mean, it's a crapshoot. But anyway, GreatPyreneesRescueSociety.org. That's where you go. And I kind of like what was written on one of the older write-ups. It says, "We think it's high time for Maverick to find his wingman or wingwoman." Okay. So, wow. Now, Maverick's got the burning question, and we've got some answers coming up here. We're going to, everybody put your jackets on. All right. We're going to be taking a little ride here real quick, and welcome to Colorado. Okay. And here we are. So, we have a bonded pair that, yeah, Gypsy and Duchess are their names. And that's not Gypsy and Duchess. Oh, do we get an update on Bandit and Smokey and Bandit? You're muted. Judy, you're muted. Either that or I brought the wrong one of you up. How about this? I don't know what I'm doing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
And we can see Michael's leg, so put your phone down.
Keep your camera off.
There you go.
I don't want to touch anything.
But anyway, okay, I didn't know what was happening, but we got it going now, don't we?
Okay, yeah. I thought since we had these guys locked in, I'd do them first. But
yeah,
this is Smokey. This is Bandit. This is our two little distemper puppies. As you can see, they're back together again. They got a clean bill of health from the vet. We just need to put a little bit of weight on them and get them finished vaccinated before we can adopt them out. But they're both doing great.
Yeah, wow. And they've tested negative now, huh?
Well, they didn't do another test on them. I mean, it's just a matter of time. But
okay.
But they're both completely clear of all symptoms. Finished their meds a couple days ago. Both doing great. I mean, no respiratory issues, no gastro issues. Never did get any signs of neurological problems. So,
are they going to have to go together, or has that been decided yet?
I think they can probably go apart. But they do seem pretty bonded.
I'm looking at something different, but that's not been evaluated yet. So,
no, they're just puppies from the same litter. But I'll tell you what, when we brought Smokey into Bandit's kennel, these two were overjoyed to see each other. I think they thought that the other one had died or something.
Okay. All right. So PYRrescue.org, that's where that's happening now. And hope everybody's got your jacket on because you got plenty of snow for everybody, right, Judy?
Yeah, would you like to see a little pile of snow? We can trot outside real quick.
Okay. In Colorado, they don't measure snow in inches. They measure it in feet. Oh, you can get through the door now?
There you go.
Oh, that doesn't look like much snow.
It's melting.
And there it is, PyRescue and Sanctuary. So while you're heading towards our girls, I'm going to video of the prerequisite to the walk-a-bout. Pay attention. Here's Camp Jump. Video. We're going to keep my dogs from going crazy for a second here, and we're going to mute her just for a second. All right. They got, we're going to do this outside. And there they are. Gypsy and Gypsy. Look at that. I didn't realize it was going to be outside.
It's a little noisy out here. Yeah, let's go back in the building.
Okay, let's go back in the building.
Come on, girls.
Anyway, I'm freezing.
Actually, it's kind of nice.
Oh, you say that, but
Come on, girls. Come here. Come on. Gypsy, Duchess, come here.
There. Yeah, a little bit noisy there, wasn't it?
There you go.
Look at them two. That's the bonded pair. They, I don't want to ruin it, but Judy's kind of got her hands full right now. But they're coming. They do have recall. All right, and I've seen it. So,
Gypsy, Duchess, come here.
Sorry, Judy, I didn't mean to set you up. But look at that spread at PyRescue and Sanctuary. Isn't that nice? Yeah. And well, yeah, day before yesterday, it had about 5 foot of snow there instead. They couldn't open the gates.
Oh, goodness.
And it was horrendous. And when Judy's ready, she can actually unmute herself. If she mutes, I can't unmute her, but if I mute her, she can unmute.
Okay, I'm unmuted here.
All right. So what's the walkabout all about?
Well, Thursday morning we got up. We'd had a horrible storm Wednesday night. And that gate that they're standing by right there, we could not get it open. There was a big drift going through it. And so Michael, in his attempts to get the gate open, ended up pulling the gate right off the hinges. So it was kind of just hanging there halfway.
And that's containment,
and
right?
Yeah, this is the courtyard area that Michael is showing you right now.
Okay.
So that's pretty contained within itself, but the dogs are in other yards out there. So he let the dogs out to potty and went into the main barn, which you're looking at the double door there. So that's our main barn where we fix everything and all that.
Oh, okay.
So he was in there fixing food, and he happened to look out the window, and he saw Moses out in the courtyard and thought, that's not right. And Moses was just wandering around out there in the snow. So he gathered Moses up, put him back in the building, and then he realized that Duchess and Gypsy were gone. And that little area of the fence right there that Michael was just looking at, they had somehow pulled the chain link right there away from the wooden post that it was stapled to. Anyway, made just a little Pyr-sized hole, and I guess they saw the gate hanging off the hinges and said, hey, this is time for a jailbreak. Let's go. Wow. So they managed to do that and took off. And, of course, you know, we called out the National Guard to hunt them down. So I had volunteers out driving the neighborhood. It was terrible driving, terrible snow. And we looked for them everywhere, could not find them anywhere. Of course, I posted on everything, that I could find, my Nextdoor app and all the lost and found sites, and contacted the microchip. Oh, yeah, it was like, I was so worried they'd run out to the highway and get hit or Girls, here. Here. Come on, guys. Come on, girls. In your kennel. All right. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Hush, hush, quiet, quiet.
Did you just say calm down and they did?
I was going to
Sorta.
say, I think you need to bottle that.
Yes, we have a whole bunch of other ones here. This is Moses. This is Kiwi. This one's Obi.
Now, didn't Moses initially go on the walkabout with them?
Yeah, he took off with them, but then I think he realized that he hadn't had breakfast. And Michael was serving breakfast, so he came back because he was hungry. The girls were gone for 4 hours or so. We had just about given up hope of finding them in the neighborhood, and I don't know, our dog started barking. We looked out the back door, and this big field, we've got a 4,600 acre ranch to the south of us, and we could see these two white dogs walking through the snow coming this direction, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Duchess and Gypsy. And I yelled at them, and they actually came, and
wow.
Yeah, they came home, and I don't know, decided that they were cold and hungry and needed a nap.
Now, that actually speaks volumes, doesn't it? They came back home.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they were completely, had snow caked to them, it was caked on their feet and their legs. And
then when you called them, they came.
Yeah, I think they were I think they realized that there wasn't any food out there in the snow.
They're not Great Pyrenees. That's probably the best disguises we've ever seen in our lives.
Right. Well, to see two Pyrenees in the snow, that in itself, I'm amazed. Maybe just little black dots.
It was horrible because it was so white out here. I mean, the entire landscape was white. And when I first came out to start looking for them, I had to go back in the house and get my dark sunglasses because I couldn't see a thing. It was like, I have no hope of finding white dogs on a white landscape.
Yeah. Now, we've got some pictures of them, and they were at an event here a while back, late last year, right?
Yeah, I think that was the Elizabeth's Celtic Fest.
Yeah. Was that they were there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And they did well. They present themselves well. Now, are they available for adoption?
Oh, absolutely. The only hang up is they have to go together.
Right. And no kids?
They are very bonded.
Am I seeing no kids allowed?
No. In fact, that's Gypsy getting hugged. They just need considerate children.
Yes.
So.
And not necessarily dog savvy, considerate, that you have to teach them to do that. It's not their job to get along with the kids. So. Right.
I mean, you obviously need kids that aren't going to hit them or poke them in the eye or pull their tails or take their food or.
Yeah, this is my favorite picture.
Right.
See why? Now, which one's which there? Is that Gypsy Duchess on the right? Can't tell, can you?
Yes.
Can't really tell. One of them has, which one is this?
One has freckles.
Okay.
Duchess is on the right.
Duchess is on the right.
Wow.
Duchess has the bigger white spot on her nose.
Okay.
But Gypsy has a little brown on her back. And Duchess needs to be on a diet. Duchess is a little chunky.
Duchess is getting a little chunky. So.
How old are they, Judy?
They're about 3 years old. We actually got them from a lady out here in Elbert. These two girls had wandered up to her house. They were about 10 months old. They were groomed. They had nice collars on, but she could not find the owners at all. She advertised everywhere. Nobody claimed them. So she decided she ended up keeping them. So she had them for about a year and a half, and then I guess her husband just retired, and they were moving to some little town in Georgia, and they were going to have a very small house. And I guess she had 8 dogs. And she said, well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take 8 dogs with us. So she gave up these 2. So they've, as far as I can tell, they've always had a good home. I don't think they have any traumatic past or anything like that.
No.
So, and they're very nice girls. They really are.
And they clean up nice too.
You know what? They're filthy right now. Everybody here is filthy. We've had nothing but one snowstorm after another, and in between we just have a lot of mud. And
yeah, I know. You get
so nobody's gotten groomed at all, like in several months now.
Isn't that like winter in Colorado though?
That is winter in Colorado.
All right.
So we do brush them, but nobody's going to go get a bath until this is over.
Gotcha. Now, PyRescue.org is where they apply. Is that correct? What kind of? So the type of home that they would need, children are required, right? Young children.
They do okay without children, but I mean they're okay with children.
What about other dogs and cats?
They seem to get along pretty well with other dogs here. Now, Moses was a little bit of an alpha guy, and when they first moved in next door to Moses, he decided he was going to show them who was boss. They kind of tag teamed him and said, "No, that ain't happening, Buster." So now Moses is not—he's not pulling the alpha card on him. He gets along with them very nicely now, but he's not trying to be the boss.
Don't you love Judy's phrasings?
Right. I think that was Moses in the background saying, "That's not how it happened at all."
This right here.
That's right.
This right here is Mose. That's Moses.
I saw it as a different story,
Yeah. I hear rumors that I might get to go out and visit the sanctuary at PYRrecue out there this summer sometime. I heard a rumor. Nothing.
No, absolutely. You're coming out here, but we're going to wait till the weather's decent.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that because we get every time you get snow, you send it to me, and that's what's been happening. And so you need to stop that crap, by the way. So
you're welcome.
Moses is good. Who else do you have there that's adoptable? Do we since it's yucky outside? Maybe we can.
Well, this is Obi.
Obi, I don't want to meet Obi. Hi, Obi.
This is Obi. Where are you at, Obes? There's Obi.
Wow.
Good boy, Obi.
He looks like a long-legged boy.
He is. He's a big, tall guy.
Wow.
And then we got
good looking.
We got little Reese over here. Everybody's in today, I guess, and they're being quiet. So here's Reese.
Hi, Reese.
Reese.
Oh, Reese. Isn't that, don't I know Reese?
Reese is the one from North Carolina.
Yes. He's a stinker sometimes.
Yeah, Reese can be like the sweetest boy in the world, but he's a little bit racist. He does not like brown people.
Yeah.
In fact, he really hates brown people.
And
I have no idea why.
He's speaking volumes. All right. He's not, somewhere along the line, he's not lying.
Let me out. Here, go out, Reese.
Yeah, I knew about him. There was a nice lady in North Carolina that actually drove him all the way to Peyton, Colorado.
Wow.
Oh, and I'm gonna take you over and show you little Felix. You've had Felix on before?
Well, Felix is on the intro video, the countdown timer, and also.
Okay, well, Felix just had surgery number 7 2 days ago.
Yeah, wow, for his eyes.
So, yes. Actually, this is the 4th surgery on his eyes.
You know you're not making good selling point for him.
I know. It's horrible. Scoot over, Felix.
And Felix, he was living in your house, right?
Uh-oh. Okay, so if we could get him to hold still here, I'll get a good space. He has newly black eyes again. Here.
He's a real sweetheart of a dog. He's had skin issues and everything. But
Yes, he's a
taking
yeah,
that
so the poor
cone of shame well.
yes,
Good sport.
and his eyes are all shaved. He looks terrible.
I'm going to mute you just for a second, Judy. And me and
Okay.
Julie's going to talk about you. And you won't, well, you'll be able to understand. Anyway, now pay attention to what Judy had said. This was his 9th surgery. All right. But the adoption fee does not go up. Okay. Always remember that. So the next time you say, wow, they want a lot of money for those dogs, just remember that one. Okay. And that's just one. I mean, just about every rescue I know, you don't just get a dog in and send them out the door. There's work to be done. All right. Medical, there's spay and neuters a lot of times. Okay? So, man, I noticed that Lilac didn't say a word with all of that noise. Did you notice that?
She doesn't react.
That was impressive.
Yeah, I don't know any rescue that makes money off doing it. It's definitely for the love.
It's the love of the dogs, of their breed. This is breed specific. So, and you're not going to find people that know more and treat these dogs better than a rescue. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to unmute Judy. So don't be bad mouthing us, Judy.
Okay, well this is Aquila.
Who's the loudmouth?
It's the president's boys.
No, who is it making all that noise?
The 3 presidents' boys.
Oh, the president's pup. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt.
All right.
They've been here forever.
Let's meet
Those
them.
are pure Mastiff mixes.
Yeah, let's meet them because they want to be on the show.
There you
That's
go.
what they're saying. Look at them. And I want to see the black one. And that's the 3rd one?
That's
sibling?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt
Yep.
the sibling? Wow,
Yep.
his mom got around, huh?
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow. And look at the white with the freckles. With the spot. Well, they're some pretty good looking dogs. So if
They
you're
really
not-
are.
If you got
They're very
two
feral,
dogs-
though.
Yeah, but
They're
if you
very
got-
feral dogs.
Well, that's for the people that need excitement in their life.
Right. Well,
Okay. These
and
would
look
be
at
them.
Maverick. He was just like that too. So,
That's right. Maverick was absolutely, and they're working. They're working with these dogs. They have the volunteers that go down there, and Becky and Nancy right there. She's one of them, and Becky knows them. It's not that they're sitting there living; they're them. But they
Yeah.
know-
No, if I open the gate to their kennel, they'll all run outside.
Okay.
Watch
And
this.
then we have another walkabout.
You gonna go?
oops.
See?
Yeah, you had to push him out. And okay, here, look. That's improvement right there. Right there's big improvement.
You little guys.
All right. I want to go back and say hi and close the show with Smoke. Oh, you're not done yet.
Oh,
You're not done yet. So who was that?
oh, this was Aquila. I think we're
Okay.
showing you her. We think she's maybe a Pyr doodle.
Oh,
She's
cute.
very curly.
More like a Miranda. That's
I don't know.
more
Her hair is really curly.
Yeah, okay. Even more curly. Okay. I'd have to see her. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her.
No,
All right.
she's a cute little girl.
But we do want to go back and close the show with Gypsy and Duchess, obviously,
Okay, we'll head back over there.
and Bandit and Smokey, obviously. Now, I got a few messages, believe it or not. In the countdown timer, there is that short promo video of Bixby.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and I've gotten comments on just how where is he, how adorable he is. He's been adopted for quite some time.
Oh, yeah. He got adopted out probably a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a wolf mix. He
Yeah.
was Husky, Wolf, and Pyrenees.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring it up too, because Sydney happens to have one of those too.
Yeah, he was a nice boy. I mean, really good looking.
Yeah, but don't upset him. Just don't piss him off.
No.
All right. Pretty much. That's
Yeah,
it right
he
there. He's a good dog.
he had
came
his
out of New York.
quirks.
He was a New Yorker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he came with that Eastern attitude.
But he's in his home and he's living the high life. Isn't that right, Judy?
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah. And he was a little bit of a handful when she got him. Is that who is? Oh, that Duchess.
Gypsy.
Okay. All right. I was just fixing to say I was asking the wrong person. Only Michael knows who they are. Do you have any questions, Julie, for Judy with the walkabout twins?
No, they're really cute, and it's nice that the two female peers get along so well. And, I think they're going to get a great adoptable home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat together, they sleep together. I've never seen them get snarky with each other ever.
Sharon wants you to know that it's balmy 75 degrees where she's at.
Yeah.
That's a high in the summertime for us.
Yeah.
That's actually inviting when she's down there at 110, right? And I missed her. I missed her comment. She was wishing the pups happy President's Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I missed her comment. I'll get on. I'll stay on the stick, Sharon. I'm sorry. All right. I don't want to get fired. Wow. Look at her.
Gypsy looks really relaxed and enjoying her screen time there.
Oh
Yeah.
She's photogenic.
Oh,
She's
is that Moses over there? Yep, I guess so.
Now
Hey, Mose.
they're mellow dogs. I mean, they're not. You get them out playing, you're gonna see them hyper and playing. But now, who's that? Moses?
Yep, that's Moses.
Yeah.
You know,
We got to have him on. He's been here for a while. He needs to get adopted.
Okay.
He's one of those really sweet guys that really doesn't have any issues.
All right. Well, maybe we can get Nancy and Becky and you maybe and Michael. Well, you and Michael don't do as much in pictures, but maybe we can get some pictures and video. Maybe we can put it together and get him on the show and feature him.
Right.
Yeah. Mose came to us from Albuquerque, and he was an owner surrender. I guess he was.
This is Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom
He's
keeps sending him the high-dollar dog food.
Yeah, he's on Canine Caviar, and if you look at his bed, this is a genuine sheepskin.
Wow.
Yeah, the parent that surrendered her continues to support him, right, Judy?
Oh yeah. In fact, she sent us another sheepskin because I called her and asked her how I'm supposed to wash this thing, and she said, "I don't think you can wash them without destroying them. I'll just send you a new one."
So she's in the entertainment industry, if I remember right, and she had actually worked with Roman with Moses, and really wasn't anything really wrong with Moses.
No.
No.
No, and Roman's the one who suggested that she put him on Canine Caviar.
It's an alkaline food.
Yeah, so when she brought him, I said, "I don't think we can afford to keep feeding him Canine Caviar." And she said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll just put you on the auto ship." So about every 3 or 4 weeks, we get a new bag of Canine Caviar just for Moses.
So, Julie, how many times has that happened to GPRS?
Not enough, I would say.
Yeah.
Not enough.
It's so rare for this to happen.
Right.
Okay?
Well, I do
Um,
have some good news, though.
Okay.
One of our, I don't know if you saw the puppy that was covered in thousands of fleas that was
Yes.
recently. One of our doctors that I helped. I was her screener, and she found a wonderful dog with GPRS. Reached out to me, and she's going to foster that puppy. She
All
said,
right.
I
All right.
fell
That
in love
puppy
with
was in
him, and
bad shape. All right.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Wow.
she works for a veterinarian, so she's like, I fell in love with him. I've got the means to help,
Cool.
just like how this lady does, and for Moses, and she's going to foster him.
Wow, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
And
it's
now
nice when
Judy,
those things work out, right?
now some of Judy's dogs aren't the easiest dogs in the world, but she has a foster that works with behavior dogs. They had King. He's been adopted. Who's Aussie mixes, Judy, that are thriving now?
Nero? Do you remember Nero?
Nero. Yes, they're just doing amazing. And who is this one?
Oh, right now on my camera?
Yeah.
This one's Duchess.
Oh, that's Duchess.
Oh,
Yep.
They look like sisters.
That's Gypsy.
They do, don't they?
We heard that. All right, Mom. You should be able to tell them apart when you get them in your house. She has 16 dogs, I think. I don't know the number, but you have a lot of dogs there. And
Yeah.
but Moses was he's a good-looking boy.
He is.
Yeah. Who was the long-legged one again? Was that Moses?
Obi?
Obi.
Obi. I want to see Obi,
Obi.
before we go.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There he is. Wow. And what's his temperament like? What kind of home does he need?
He can be a little snarkier. He's very territorial about his people and his place.
He's got Akbosh, doesn't he?
I don't know. He doesn't really have the whip tail, but he's got some long legs.
Well, it's hard to say. He's just tall, great Pyrenees. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So he'd need a tall fence, wouldn't he?
I've never seen it. He's not a jumper.
He looks
so. I don't know that. Yeah, he's pretty mellow, but he is kind of probably a one dog home.
Oh, so he's got an attitude.
He's got an attitude. Him and Reese will play outside together all day long, every day. But when Reese comes running into Obi's kennel, Obi
Judy.
gets all kinds of upset about it.
I saw some belly rubs that was getting intense. Sorry, Judy.
That's okay.
I know you understand. All right.
Lilac's taking it all in.
She was really getting into that now. See why we try to keep you all up, Anna?
Yeah.
It's better than you being in the back room and me popping you up because I saw something cute and I wanted everybody to see it. So,
and she actually reacts to Julie's voice. She recognized Julie.
What? I know.
I
was giving her kisses yesterday.
He knows how to sit, shake, lay down, and loves his belly rubs too.
There you go.
Yeah. How much does Obi weigh?
I would say he's probably, what do you think, Michael? About 90? 100?
Around 100.
Probably around 100.
So you don't have a walk-on scale at your facility, do you?
No.
Did you hear that, everybody? Nope. You guys need to put it together. They should have a walk-on scale. All right, they're not that expensive.
It would be nice.
They're only about, you can get them used for about $300-400. You can get new ones for as low as $600. Just so you know. All right.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot of used ones out there because they're digitizing now. All right.
Yeah. Well, that's on my wish list.
All right. Well, let's see the puppies, and we'll let you go back to your knitting whatever it is you do when you're snowed in.
Yeah. That's great news about the puppies. Just
that is
news.
great news.
Oh, I got news here. If we can be on next week, we should have 3 new puppies. Came from the same shelter as these guys.
Oh no.
Well, Tony pulled them out as soon as they got in because she didn't want them to get sick. So
there's no symptoms.
These are little puppies born January 10th.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Oh,
did they
wow.
ever
And-
find his brother, Judy? The brother to these two to these two?
No,
Oh.
no, but there's an interesting story. There were 3 puppies and an adult male running around together. So they got these 2 guys and the adult male. The adult male needed 2 FHOs done, 2 full hip replacements.
Yeah.
And so, of course, the shelter wasn't going to pay for that. They were going to put him down. And then this nice lady in Dodge City said, "Oh, no, no, no. If I fundraise and come up with the money, will you let him live?" And they said, "Yeah, if you want to pay for the hip surgery, by all means, he can live."
So the adult
So
dog is got
Yeah, so she's been fundraising for several weeks now. And she's got almost all the money she needs to do his hip surgeries. And then last week they tested him, and because he was with these guys, he tested positive for distemper.
Ain't that something?
So the shelter then again said, "Oh, we have to put him down." And she said, "Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to bring him home." So they said, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Yeah. My dogs are vaccinated." He was totally asymptomatic. He had no symptoms at all. But he did test positive for distemper.
Wow.
So this lady went ahead and took him home. So I don't know whether he's the daddy to these guys or, there's some hobo they picked up on the trail. I don't know. But anyway, he was found with these puppies. The other puppy, I kind of suspect he's probably dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Can you see the screen? We're gonna brighten this one up a little bit. We've got 2 puppies in 2 different states acting very similar.
Right.
Almost look like they could be related.
I
pretty
think,
laid back.
right.
You like your tummy rubbed?
Smokey, how do you
Has her
not
paw
like
across
puppies?
Anna so she won't move.
Rena said that's an amazing story, Judy, and
Yeah.
the stories do happen, they're out there, and sometimes they need to be told, because these dogs, for some reason, it seems like if there's a choice, if somebody's got to go, why is it always got to be the Great Pyrenees?
He's the one that eats the most. I don't know.
Probably. Either that or it just seems that way because of the breed specific rescue. All right. But because a lot of times, a lot of dogs I work with on behavior, well, there's quite a few of them. There's really nothing wrong with the dog. All right?
No, it's because people just don't understand this breed.
Yeah. And I mean, there's not outside of any of the breed traits. The dog's never bit anybody. The dog is, we're missing the needs, is what it is. We're missing the needs.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and I think, I think at least in our breed, Pyrs have gotten very, very popular in the last several years.
oh yeah.
And for pets, and everybody's getting one, even if they don't really qualify to own one. They get one because they're big, they're beautiful, they're sweet, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then they live in an apartment or townhome or a condo, or they don't understand that these things bark or can be very protective.
Yep.
And the second that this dog even so much as lifts a lip at one of the kids in the house, I get a phone call saying, "Oh my God, I have to get rid of my dog. He's being aggressive."
Yeah. All right. Judy left for a second. She's right here. We don't have your audio anymore because Michael got knocked out. So, oh, wait a minute. Let's try this. Try that, Judy. Oh, I can't unmute you. Michael hasn't muted, or you haven't muted. You don't-
aggressive.
Okay. I think you're back.
You and I
Try it.
both know that's not aggressive.
Yeah.
If you want to be aggressive, they'd rip your face off. But
Okay. Well, we got her audio a little bit. Michael's phone dropped out. That's why we can't hardly hear you. So anyway, it's time to close the show up anyway. And but always remember that it doesn't matter what you read. This breed's not for everybody. Okay. And I actually had somebody tell me that a vet or a trainer or something, don't listen to those rescues. They don't know what they're talking about. Make no mistake. Nobody knows this breed better than the breed specific rescues. Okay. And collectively, with joined forces, there's no one can hold a candle to the rescues. All right. And so if a vet says, "Wow, that rescue's wrong," okay, how many Pyrs has he handled? Okay. I mean, I don't know how to put it. So, but they don't all do that, and it's getting better. I bring that up because a not even a study, a survey surfaced recently that tested 1,800 or 18,000 dogs and breed traits that are irrelevant to the behavior of the dog. It was a survey, okay, not a study. All right. And it's so flawed. Even the trainers that I know slam it. So if you happen to run across that, it's good reading, but always read it with a grain of salt. All right, everything.
And that's why it's important to always research the breed that you're interested in before you look to adopting. I know a few times, we always hand out information prior to them even starting the process. And then I've had a few people say, maybe that's not what I was expecting. And then, it's like, well, that's good that you recognize that.
Yeah. If you have a problem, reach out.
Yeah.
Who do you reach out to? Reach out to a rescue. They'll point you in the right direction if they can't help. All right. There's help out there. You don't have to give your dog up. You really don't.
Right.
There's all kind of help. All right. And look at Lilac and look at Smokey. Holy cow. I think they're sisters from a different litter, different mother, maybe. Look at them go.
I know. I think you can count them, put snugglers on their bio.
Yeah.
And must give belly rubs. That's right.
Yeah.
Part of the criteria for adopting.
Yeah. Anna, thank you for coming on, bringing Lilac and blessing our worlds like that. And Judy, you got amazing stuff going on, and thank you for letting us have fun with the walkabouts in the snow and your suffering sometimes. All right, Michael mostly. All right,
It wasn't much fun for us.
Michael's the one that had to go out and fix that fence and the gate and
fix the heater and fix the tractor.
Yeah. You got to remember, they're the sole proprietors of the rescue, and that means when there's 5 foot of snow in the driveway, it has to be shoveled and plowed, and the dogs have to be tended to. It's a lot of work. Okay. I mean, people don't realize the amount of work that goes into facilities based, like PyRescue And Sanctuary in Colorado, the GPRS headquarters. It's a lot of work, and they need help. Okay? They need a hand. Can't do it all alone. So, anyway, enough of that. We don't try to guilt trip anybody into doing anything. Well, yeah, we do. Forget that. I didn't mean to do it. All right, everybody. It sounds like Judy will be back again next week. Now, Sydney will be here next week, right, Julie?
Right, Sydney's.
Do you still have Velma?
Still have Velma. She showed up yesterday. She was excited to see everybody and was quite puppy playful. So I think it was a little more than they were expecting.
Okay, all right. So, but she was at that meet and greet, right?
She did, and she did very well. I was
Awesome.
proud of her, and she's a very cute dog. And actually, we even had somebody interested in her that met her, but didn't qualify for her. So you just never know. From just being there yesterday, they met her and fell in love with her, but they didn't qualify for a puppy.
And always remember, everybody, just because you don't qualify, that's nothing personal at all.
Right.
All right. You kind of got to pry these dogs out of rescues cold, dead hands. All right. That's because they just need what's best for the dog because they know where they came from. You may not.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just push them or help them in a different direction there. So, you know, there's other potential dogs that might work.
The old life didn't work out, so we got to give a new type of life. All right. Oh, look at that. Boy, I just can't get enough here. We're on overtime because I'm slobbering at the dogs here. All right. Look at it right in the camera. And look at Lilac. She's just getting a little antsy, though, isn't she? All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here before everybody starts fleeing. We actually gained viewers here. You did.
Well, they're so cute. Of course.
They are.
Word on the street.
We now GPRS. Now I'm going to go out on a limb here. GPRS has some puppies that we got to get on. Okay, and they're all at the same home right now. All right. And we got to get those puppies on, and because I'm just watching what's going on over here in Colorado now.
We're working on it. That's a show in itself right there.
Oh my, yeah,
There's Duchess.
Oh, there's Duchess. Look at that. You see her and Lilac look like twins too, don't they? Only a little older.
Right.
Duchess
It's
is
her
her
aunt.
sweetheart.
It could be her aunt, Aunt Duchess.
Yeah, Duke and Duchess. I mean, Duke and Duchess. Gypsy and Duchess. They're easier than one dog. Getting two of them. All right, because they're so tightly bonded. They do so well together. So that way you don't have to worry about getting another dog somewhere else. So, all right. Let's try it again. We just got too long here. We better get out of here before we get in trouble. All right, everybody. Judy, we'll see you next week. But we're going to try to get some more puppies on it, and a good number of them at the same foster home. If nothing else, we would have a circus, right?
Hoping next week will be Puppy Palooza. That's right.
Puppy Palooza. All right. I think I even read that. So.
Yep.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.